You are watching the Powder Out Podcast.
Every time I hear that, I honestly feel like that's like your Saw voice. That's gonna be like your let's play a game. Like if I hear that, like, does that mean Landfill's about to come out? Like, is that gonna be your way to kill people? Is that like your ending way now is you're taking them to a landfill and like you're just gonna bury them with trash, and that's like your take that fuckers kind of thing.
Welcome.
Welcome to the landfill. Because everyone has to have a layer. Like, we all have to have our own layer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, what's your layer, JP? Where's your layer? I'm in the side of a mountain, dude. If I have to have a layer, I'm underneath a waterfall in the side of a mountain with a massive random amount of guns.
I'd just be in space. Let y'all fight it down here. I'll be up in space. My little community up there. I'll have to deal with all the BS. Pack all my personal stuff, food, weapons, and go off space. Live up there. The final frontier.
Oh my. But I mean, here's the thing though, that's really not a layer. Because what are you gonna do like evil from there? Like a layer, I feel like you can't have a nice layer. Like some illegal activity has to happen from a layer.
Okay.
I'm full of wrestling and promo memorabilia and different stuff like that was stolen from a wrestling show. Like I'll have a wrestler's left boot, somebody's leotard, somebody's wig, just stuff like that. I'll have a bunch of weird stuff in my layer.
That's where okay. There's points of being a wrestling fan that just go across. Like I get signatures, I get certain memorabilias, like maybe someone's knee brace or someone's a shirt or something. But why would you want someone's trunks?
Hey,
people get like Batista's trunks or Ric Flair's trunks. Like I get the robes. Like the robes would be cool. Like Ric Flair's robe would be cool. But like the trunks, I feel like that's just like that's just weird.
It's like the Yankees jerseys. Like I don't really care if I have my home sweat. Like like I'm cool.
Well, I'm the type of hardcore wrestling fan that I want Mick Foley's sweaty sweat pants after a hardcore match, kind of thing.
What do you want? Like his jeans? What do you want to do? Suck his sweat? Smell it? Like, are you gonna wash that shit?
I can drain it out, squeeze it out, and sell it by the bottles. The essence of Mick Foley.
You're gonna make some Ric Flair cologne and become a millionaire?
Yes.
That's what you're gonna do. Okay.
That's like having like a used, what was that, like Mr. Sacco or something. Like that was in the guy's trunks. Why would you want?
Is that there's actually people out there that would do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get on to the wrestling, guys.
Yeah, you all get on to wrestling.
Well, this week, the little things that I've been following. Still waiting to see who the Forbidden Door entrant participants of the Royal Rumble supposed to be. Been hearing about possible return of Bray Wyatt to AEW. They've said that he signed with AEW in secret, but we're waiting to see him actually show up and see what happens.
And supposedly Cody Rhodes is a free agent. Like his contract expired or something. There's like a couple others that are like expiring soon too.
Well, this is the thing. Cody Rhodes is the one who started AEW. How can his contract expire?
Doesn't he own it? I was just running to think of that.
Well, I think he's like a VP, I think.
I know that they signed most of the creative control over to Tony Khan's people, but
yeah, maybe it's just a storyline. I don't know. He's the current TNT champion, so maybe he could do this as a storyline and go defend at other places.
Who knows? Have him do something. Oh snap! Sorry.
Then, I don't know. I watched Raw last Monday? I watched it Monday, and man, that was hard to watch. Like the new tag team champions on Raw are Chad Gable and what's that guy's name?
Right?
Otis. Yeah, the Alpha. They were having a graduation.
Otis
And
is the really big black dude, right? Like the 6'7".
really, no, he's
not that's almost.
that's
This is
almost.
the fat, like redneck thing that has like his half titty out all the time. Looks like the worst. Oh my god! Yes. Okay.
He actually shaved. He looks weird without it. He looks like a.
I like the old Otis character where he was fun and dancing and
Yeah.
Well, is he not that anymore? He's not. He was fun, Otis.
probably.
He was that like fun uncle drunk, like that fun drunk uncle is what I thought of him.
But creative cut his hair, so
Shaved his beard.
See, the WWE just screws with it. That's why I can't even watch it anymore. That's why I feel bad that I'm on a like helping y'all with the wrestling podcast. I can't
He's
even.
like he looks like a prepubescent adolescent now. It's weird. But yeah, they did like this graduation. It was just hard to watch.
Oh. So,
If
but I
y'all
know
had
Royal Rumble
I
is
did
coming
post the GCW Hall of Fame on the page.
Okay. Did I saw something about Nick Gage is not in GCW right now? Or GCW, whatever it's called.
Yes, Nick Gage is a part of GCW.
Oh yeah.
They got a lot of alumni that's coming back, like Kevin Nash, Sabu, Rhino, stuff like that.
Well, I just
CM Punk was at the induction ceremony.
well, here's one for you. What is his name? Is it Matt Cardona, right? The guy that was he's the new world website digital champion for TNA. He's like, I'm the new world website champion.
Well, it's like I was talking about last week. He's also the new ECW television champion.
I thought ECW was done.
Rhino had the rights to the ECW television championship. And him and Rhino had a match.
Ooh.
Matt Cardona won. So he won it from Rhino.
Ooh. That might be some legality stuff there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. A little while back, they threw around the idea of ECW coming back. They re-upped the rights to ECW. WWE did. Now, I don't know what that play in the role of Matt Cardona, but granted, when they stopped the ECW Television Championship, they retired it and retired the rights to it with Rhino. So I don't know if that's going to play any kind of role with it, or it's just kind of a Matt Cardona the world kind of thing, but it's really stupid. My view of it, like I said last week, was they should have stopped Just stop it. They shouldn't have brung it back. Nothing.
I get the one night stand that was good, and that should have been it. But they tried to, go back to the well one too many times.
Random Mr. Shaky Stoner thought to this. So they have Little League. Everybody likes the Little League World Series, right? Have you watched the Little League World Series? Anyone? No? Okay, but
yeah,
anyway,
every once in a while.
It is popular. Why don't they have a Little League like a Royal Rumble? Just like I feel like just the one weekend, because or in general, like Landfill, you probably know more in the independent side of it. Is there younger people who start wrestling? Like I feel like I could see a 12, 13-year-old who wants to get into that, who wrestles in high school, why doesn't then he want to try that type of wrestling? Or do you?
I think you have to be 18 to be in the schools to actually train in a school. These days you have to be 18. Now, back in the day, they did start out at 14 or 15, like Rey Mysterio, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy did. But these days, for like liability and insurance, you have to be at least 18.
Well, they still do that, but it's more in-house kind of thing. They'll do in-house shows. They won't nothing televised. They won't go against any kind of big name. They'll stay in-house and perform for like if I had a little independent person, CC's Hardcore Wrestling. Being that I'm here at CC's, let's use that example. And I had some younger talent, and then I had older talent. That older talent will be able to go out and wrestle and be televised, and they'll be able to stay in-house if they wanted to and wrestle bigger names if they came into our arena. Now, these younger names, they would be used, for like
almost like jobbers, really.
Security or a little jobber status, a little light match, but nothing with any bigger names. They'll always be kept in-house, little small package kind of deals until they become of age. At that point, they had their dues, and then they'll be able to go out and do their thing.
I mean, that kind of makes sense of it. I mean, I get for like the liability reasons and everything. And I mean, kids are younger and you don't know what you're breaking into. I just think it would be cool to, honestly see some like 15, 16-year-olds like really getting at it. I mean, because there are these athletic freaking kids out there that are it. But the whole thing that makes sense. I mean, isn't that even how you start in WWE? Is I know a lot of those people start by being security and growing up.
Now they have the the performance school or the performance center. So now that's where a lot of them go down to and learn like the basics, promos, televised matches. Like it's a whole thing down there now.
But other than that, not a whole lot going on, with the wrestling world. Everybody's getting ready for the Royal Rumble.
Do you think anything crazy is going to happen? I know sometimes they like
Ring of Honor is coming back. Ring of Honor has a show coming up soon. GCW has a show coming up. They just had their Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame ceremony. It was actually really good to watch. So I did post it on the page. So if y'all didn't watch it, watch it.
Actually, there was something.
Is there a difference between GCW and I heard something about like a GXW, or am I crazy?
I think there is a GXW, but GCW is Game Changer Wrestling.
Well, there was something big. Was it this week or last week where they tried to trademark Walter? They tried to change Walter's name to this Gunther.
Yeah. And
something, but like it was actually a Nazi German name, and there was a lot of backlash of it, and actually WWE stopped the trademark for it. I don't know if someone like dropped the ball and didn't realize that it was
a really stupid name to try to repackage Walter. He's over in the UK. He's a nice, decent name over there. People know him, people love him, and he's good at what he does. But if you go and try to rebrand him or repackage him like that, you're going to ruin the guy, which WWE has been known for.
I think they're ruining the whole. I'm gonna say I think they're ruining the whole. What the fuck? That is the worst picture they've ever put up of Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry. Watch it halftime. That dude looks white. They like whitewashed. Whatever. What in the hell were we talking about?
Walter from the UK NXT.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to change his name to like
Europe.
Gunther something, but it was like a German Nazi name.
It doesn't even
They
matter
were-
what they're changing it to. It's the fact I think the Europe like tour and the NXT like Europe I think had a great concept and a great base to not mess with, but I feel like WWE keeps messing with it. That NXT UK was almost like it was a solid material.
It's still pretty solid. I don't know if it's still around or not, but like the NXT 2.0 is actually pretty decent. It looks like Nickelodeon almost, but like
Yeah,
I think I hear the product's pretty good.
I have heard things about it, but kind of I know I just wanted kind of a quick one here. I mean, y'all know what I'm repping here, so it's just anything else.
Get y'all back on the screen.
I know Mr. Landfill was all alone last week because I was actually at the Chiefs Steelers game because I'm a Steelers fan and a Chiefs fan, and that was that. When I say life changing, it was a memory I'm never gonna forget. It was colder than fucking. Oh my god! It was shit. I was sitting there for like a whole quarter, just like finish this quarter, Josh, finish this quarter. And then I watched. Then they had a Tech Nine concert at halftime.
Well, if you've been watching the playoffs this week, it's just been crazy. It's like every game's been winning by like a kick right at the end.
I
Just a
know.
walk-off
Freaking
kick
crazy.
every games.
Just the Rams, yeah. Last second, boom. Like how all of this, like this playoffs has gone is crazy. Like the Steelers got in literally not even in the last second. Yeah, like the last possible second they got into the playoffs. And then as soon as they got in is when I was like, ticket, because Ben's done now. Ben's done, and that's great. I'm glad that I got to see Ben Roethlisberger's last game. So
nice. And then the Bengals are in the AFC or NFC championship. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be Bengals and Chiefs or Bengals and Bills, and now it's the Rams and 49ers.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be the Buccaneers, but it
was an okay game, and he came back like the Rams were kicking ass initially. So I was over here hosting that one, but now we're turning over here to a football podcast of it. But let's go back and actually we'll just watch the football and go power bomb some people. Go power bomb a kid full away.
I just killed that buffet. I'm telling you. Whew.
How many pieces?
I must have slammed down about 80 pieces of pizza. I don't know. I was eating them quick.
Yeah, don't say it.
About 2 plates full of cinnamon rolls.
Oh,
ooh, they're good. But while I got the minute, let me throw a couple shout outs to some people who's been sharing the page, representing the Powered Out podcast. I want to thank our friends over at the Belts Man for thinking about us. I want to thank the VOH Inferno for thinking about us. If y'all into that promo wrestling scene, tune in Monday to the Inferno where HSP and the Inferno will be teamed up together to put on a show. Stranglehold Championship Wrestling is making a comeback. It is if y'all hadn't heard of Stranglehold Championship Wrestling, they're wrestling company out of Georgia, and they're going to be having a bunch of big names from WWE and the independents for an event called MomoCon coming up.
Oh, cool.
Shout out to the Wrestling Boiler Room and to the Asylum for representing and always supporting us here at the Powered Out Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank y'all for watching. That's all the shout outs I have.
And last, yep. So thank you all.
Shout out to Inebriated Records for giving us, the opportunity to do this.
Hell
Oh, sure enough. Yeah.
Records. And y'all gotta go. If anybody is watching, damn, I don't have that set up, or if I do, I'm crazy. Oh, there it is. We have a show Friday. Anybody in the Kansas City area or anything, Inebriated Records, come out and support today our best friend. It is Brandon Williams' birthday, everybody. Mr. Man turned 36. So we'll come have an intimate evening with Brandon Williams next Friday. So
You got to be there too. There.
oh
be
hell
there.
yeah, we're gonna be filming it. We filmed those and we'll put them up on the page on Inebriated Records. Pop can share them out. We'll put them out there, and yeah, we're gonna film that show. So we love y'all. Happy Sunday.